Ideas many, ideas found, come to me, ask how they sound. I will listen, and you shall see the thoughts that are held inside of me. Lost where the forest would grow, the children followed the pointed tail. The poor children. Where children pointed, the followed lost tail would grow the forest. The poor children. Would the grow pointed tail, the children lost, followed forest, where the poor children. The pointed wood forest, children, the lost tail, grow where the followed. The poor children. Would the children, the followed tail, pointed forest, the grow, lost where? The poor children. Would children, the lost pointed grow, the tail, where forest, the followed, the poor children. Would tail, the followed, grow. Children, the forest lost where pointed, the poor children. Tail, the wood grow. Forest, the where children followed, lost, pointed the poor children. Followed would the tail, the where, lost forest, pointed children grow, the poor children. Tail would grow, pointed, lost forest followed, the children where the poor children. Followed the grow, forest the tail, where children lost the pointed wood, the poor children. Tail followed the forest, the wood children lost where grow, pointed the poor children. Lost the wood, the followed, children tail, grow forest, where the pointed, the poor children. Tail, would the forest pointed grow, follow children, lost the where, the poor children. The where, lost would tail, the children, the forest, followed pointed grow, the poor children. Tail, followed would the pointed, the lost where grow, children, the forest, the poor children. Forest, pointed children, the grow, where followed the wood, the lost tail, the poor children. The lost tail, where forest the followed would grow, children the pointed, the poor children. Pointed, Where would the grow? Tail. The forest, the lost children followed. The poor children. The lost forest, pointed where children followed, tail, would grow the poor children. Forest where the tail, grow pointed children, followed lost would the poor children. Pointed forest grow, children lost, the wood followed, where the tail, the poor children. Forest followed, wood grow, the tail, lost where pointed children, the poor children. Followed where wood tail, grow, children pointed, forest, lost the poor children. Tail, lost, followed, children grow, the pointed, where would forest, the poor children. The wood, the forest grow, tail, the followed children, pointed, lost, where? The poor children. Followed the lost, where the pointed would tail, the forest children grow, the poor children. The children forest grow, pointed would tail, the where followed, lost the poor children. Followed, lost, would forest the tail, children pointed, the where grow, the poor children. Pointed children tail, the grow, would followed where forest, lost the poor children. Tail, would children followed pointed, the where forest, the lost grow, the poor children. The tail, pointed, the children followed, forest where the wood lost grow, and the poor children. Would children the where tail, forest the followed, the grow, pointed, lost, the poor children. The forest where would pointed children the grow, the followed lost tail, the poor children. The pointed children would where the forest lost tail followed grow, the poor children. The lost grow would pointed where the tail, the children followed forest, the poor children. The tail, the wood, the lost where forest grow, followed children pointed, the poor children. Forest lost the tail, children grow where the pointed would followed, the poor children. Tail, lost, followed pointed forest, the wood children the grow, where? The poor children. The wood followed grow, where pointed children tail, lost the forest, the poor children. The tale, the grow, the where forest lost, children followed wood pointed, the poor children. Grow, where wood lost, the forest pointed, the children followed tale, the poor children. Followed the tale, children, the forest pointed grow, where the wood lost, the poor children. Grow, wood pointed children lost tale, the forest where the followed, the poor children. Pointed wood children where the lost, the followed, the forest, the grow tale, the poor children. Lost pointed forest children, followed tale, wood, the where, the grow, the poor children. Forest children, the where pointed, the grow, would followed lost tale, the poor children. Where children tale would pointed, the followed grow, the forest lost, the poor children. Lost children pointed where the grow, the wood followed forest tale, the poor children. Grow, the wood forest where tale, the pointed lost followed the children, the poor children. Lost forest, the pointed followed tale, children where the grow, the wood, the poor children. The lost tale, grow with the forest, children, the followed where pointed, the poor children. Forest, the lost tale, would grow, children where the pointed, the followed, the poor children. The grow, where the followed tale, pointed children, forest lost, would the poor children. Tale, the children, forest grow, pointed would the where, the lost followed, the poor children. Lost followed pointed forest would tale, the where children, the grow, the poor children. Pointed grow, lost the where would followed the forest children tale, the poor children. The children, the followed, where pointed lost would the forest grow, tale, the poor children. Would grow, the pointed children, the where followed the forest, lost tale, the poor children. Tale, followed children lost, where grow pointed forest, the wood, the poor children. Forest, the followed grow, children the tale, pointed the wood lost where, the poor children. The forest, the grow, the where followed tale, lost children pointed wood, the poor children. Followed children pointed the grow, wood lost tale, forest where, the poor children. Grow, the children tale, pointed where forest, lost followed wood, the poor children. Grow, tale, the wood where pointed, forest children, the lost, the followed, the poor children. Followed tale, the pointed lost forest, the children wood where grow, the poor children. The children grow, wood followed where forest the lost tale pointed, the poor children. Pointed children, followed wood tale, the grow, the forest, the lost where the poor children. Children followed wood forest, the lost tale, grow, the pointed, the where, the poor children. Forest children, where followed would grow, the tale, pointed, the lost, the poor children. Grow, tale, forest children pointed, the wood, the followed, lost, where, the poor children. Pointed forest, children where, the tale, lost the grow, wood followed, the poor children. Tale, the children would where forest lost grow, the pointed followed, the poor children. Followed, pointed, where, the tale, lost children, forest wood, the grow, the poor children. Lost the wood grow, tale, forest where the pointed followed, children, the poor children. Grow, the where children, the pointed tail, followed, lost, forest, the wood, and the poor children. Forest, wood, where the children, the pointed followed, lost tail grow. The poor children. Grow, pointed lost followed, the wood forest, where tail, children, the poor children. Forest, where the pointed, the followed tail, grow, the wood, lost children, the poor children. The forest grow, followed the lost tail, pointed where were children, the poor children. The where followed forest, lost tail, the grow, the wood, pointed children, the poor children. Wood where children, the forest grow, followed, pointed, lost the tail, the poor children. The forest, the pointed, would followed, lost children, where grow tail, the poor children. Pointed the children tail, followed would grow, lost where the forest, the poor children, followed the wood where forest tale, grow children, pointed the lost, the poor children, followed forest grow, wood tale, pointed children, the lost, the where, the poor children. Children tale, followed the pointed, where forest the lost grow, with the poor children. The grow, with lost followed tale, pointed forest, children, the where, the poor children. The followed, the tale, children lost grow, the wood where forest pointed, the poor children. The forest where followed with the tale, children the pointed lost grow, the poor children. Pointed where the tale, grow wood forest, children the lost, the followed, the poor children. Where would lost tale followed, the pointed grow, children, forest, the poor children. Lost the followed children where would grow, forest pointed the tale, the poor children. Grow, lost the tale, children, the where followed, forest, the wood pointed, the poor children. Grow, where the followed pointed forest tale, lost with the children, the poor children. The followed forest, the pointed lost with tale, grow the where children, the poor children. Grow, pointed lost, the wood tale, forest where children followed the poor children. The forest pointed, children tale, the grow lost where the followed would, the poor children. The grow, forest the children followed, lost would wear tale, the pointed, the poor children. With the children followed forest, the lost tale, the where grow pointed, the poor children. Forest grow, the followed lost with the pointed tail, the where children, the poor children. Pointed, the where lost followed tail, children, forest with the grow, the poor children. Grow, forest, followed where lost children would pointed, the tail, the poor children. Tail, followed would children grow, the pointed lost where the forest, the poor children. With the tail, forest where grow, pointed the lost, the followed children, the poor children. Grow, tail, lost, that the forest children would follow where pointed the poor children. Forest pointed grow, the wood children lost tail, the followed, the where, the poor children. The children would pointed where grow, the lost tail forest followed, the poor children. Grow, children, pointed where lost forest with the followed tail, the poor children. The children tail, grow, the followed where with lost forest pointed, the poor children. The followed where tail, children pointed grow, the wood, the lost forest, the poor children. The followed tail, where the children would lost, the pointed grow, forest, the poor children. Lost children, the where the forest followed grow, pointed tail, the wood, the poor children. Grow, the pointed where followed, lost the forest with the children tail, the poor children. Children followed the pointed grow, forest the wood where tail, the lost, the poor children. Where the wood the children lost pointed tail, followed the grow, forest, the poor children. Where the wood the children pointed tail, the followed grow, forest lost, the poor children. Followed pointed grow, where forest children the lost tail would the poor children. Forest the where lost grow, tail, children pointed the followed wood, the poor children. Followed where the grow tail, forest lost the children would pointed, the poor children. Grow lost forest, tail children where followed the pointed wood, the poor children. The grow, the followed, lost tail pointed, the where with children forest, the poor children. Tail, pointed, the grow forest where with lost, followed children, the poor children. Children tail, pointed the where forest wood, the lost grow, the followed, the poor children. Followed where forest, lost children go, the tail pointed, wood, the poor children. Grow forest, where children would the lost, the pointed followed tail, the poor children. Lost children pointed the forest tail, the grow would followed the where, the poor children. The where tail followed the forest, pointed children grow, would lost, the poor children. Forest followed the tail, pointed children the lost grow, where would the poor children? The children followed where pointed, lost the wood tail forest grow, the poor children. Followed tail, grow children, forest where the lost pointed wood, the poor children. Pointed where, followed children, the grow, forest tail would lost, the poor children. The grow, Lost children tale, pointed the werewood forest followed. The poor, poor children. After the performance, when all the actors have gone home, you feel a sense of emptiness. Lost where the forest would grow, the children followed the pointed tail. The poor children.